This is just mind-blowing. BlackRock's behavior is really uncontrollable. Plus, the Shiba Inu development team just made a shocking announcement. This thing is enormous. The Shiba Inu population is exploding. This bullish circumstance has never existed before. More than one signal is involved. It seems like we finally have the solution as a number of things are coming together. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Also, how is Shiba Inu related to BlackRock? Okay, I'll try to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. What seems to be a negative shakeout is really driving a strong bullish rise, as the cryptocurrency market recently saw liquidations worth roughly $1 billion. A Shiba Inu is causing quite a commotion smack dab in the midst of it all. After a remarkable 4% jump yesterday, the meme currency is gaining momentum today, up 3%. Everything is in place for what may be a huge breakthrough. The most bizarre aspect of today, however, is yet to come. Finally, Bitcoin has broken beyond $110,000, while Ethereum has now surpassed $2,500. These figures are significant. They have served as the crypto world's emotional linchpins for the last 6 months. Anytime Bitcoin fell below $110,000 or Ethereum fell below $2,500, it seemed like the whole market was paralyzed. Slow, unsure, as if it were holding its breath. Everything turns on, however, whenever prices go over those lines. The atmosphere changes, anticipation rises, and life returns to the whole room. Finally, we have arrived. Finally, the bullish zone has arrived. A new vibe has emerged, and self-assurance has returned. It has never felt this wonderful, to be honest. During all this chaos, not even the Shiba Inu development team could remain silent. One of the main Shiba Inu speakers, Lucy, took to Twitter and posted a very remarkable piece. She described how, when the chart went missing in the Red Sea, he went outside to the balcony, where he lighted a sacred green candle and said, "Let there be pump." And sure enough, the pump came. Poetic and humorous all at once. However, its primary function is as a signal. Worst case scenario, the team begins capitalizing on the excitement. More fuel for the flames. They must be feeling the same way we are, since they are keeping an eye on the charts. You can't call this another bounce. It is possible that this is authentic, but that's not all Lucy has to say, so be patient. Unexpectedly, she then posted a follow-up, something that might end up being the most significant trigger we've experienced for quite some time. The value of Shiba Inu isn't only increasing, it's poised to skyrocket if all goes according to plan. What exactly was that jaw-dropping post about? Today on her former account, the Shiba Inu marketing head published an audacious and quite incredible goal. She tweeted that, in 3 days the price of Shiba Inu may increase by a factor of 1,000. Yeah, that's absolutely true. If that occurs, the Shiba Inu might reach unprecedented heights, never before seen, from a pump to a full-blown explosion. Just take a second, consider how crazy it is. We'll get to the specifics later. For over 3 years, fans have been hoping that Shiba would even come close to recapturing its former glory. Suddenly, we're discussing breaking that record within an already irrational market move. The 3 days are going to fly by. Shiba is surrounded with bullish vibes at the moment. However, such an audacious goal, impressive. This isn't empty rhetoric. It seems like a major development is about to occur. Now let's discuss the figures. If this 1,000% forecast comes true, the Shiba Inu will reach a new record high of 0.014 by end of May, breaking all previous records. Assuming the current supply remains unchanged, it would give Shiba a tremendous market cap of around $87 billion. This is a full-scale rocket launch, not only a moonshot. Lucy, on the other hand, will not budge from her request. She went so far as to joke that she has informed both her employer and Kat about the forecast, so she is fully committed. She claims she will be emotionally unavailable for anything other than celebration if all goes according to plan. However, I do have an intriguing suggestion. Unprecedented 1000% predictions have been made by Lucy before. Just a few days after making a similar claim last year, she cited the robust Shiba Inu ecosystem as the cause for its potential meteoric rise. It was her personal viewpoint, not financial advice. She made it plain back then. This time, however, something is different. Her support is far stronger this time. It seems she also wanted to alert her supervisor. As if that weren't enough, the facts are beginning to reveal a compelling tale behind all the speculation and forecasts. Shiba Inu short liquidations have surged to $1.79 million in the last 24 hours, according to CoinGlass. What this implies is that Shiba Inu bettors are quickly losing their money. The removal of that bearish pressure has revealed some major developments occurring behind the scenes. With a 25% increase, open interest is now hovering at $209 million. It's really obvious. Shiba Inu is attracting more and more professional merchants. The fact that more traders are now betting long, as shown by the funding rate on open interest climbing to 0.01%, is adding to the momentum. Bullish mood is rapidly increasing, to put it simply. But the madness really begins at this point. Over the last day alone, the network has processed 6,700,000,000,000,000 worth of Shiba Inu tokens. That's a record-breaking number that breaks the previous peak for significant transaction volume by 7 days. There is no retail-level noise here. This movement is at the level of a whale. This type of on-chain activity often indicates a big change is occurring behind the scenes when it explodes like this. The truth is just now beginning to surface. Shiba Inu has seen an influx of 2,952% more people than it did a year ago. It's exploding, not just bullish. This type of thing happens when actual people are putting their faith, time, and money into the token. Another big indicator that the crypto industry has turned the corner has emerged at the same time that it was off and was humming along with velocity. Inflows into Blackrock's Bitcoin ETF have been positive for 18 days running. This is massive, even if it seems like just another statistic. There was complete chaos in the ETF flows not long ago. It would be common to see inflows one day and outflows the next. It caused a lack of order. Sharp, unexpected, and sometimes illogical price movements kept traders wondering about the market's future. I felt like I was attempting to find my way through a hurricane without a compass during that time. But today, a solid indicator is an 18-day streak of consistent inflows. Something essential has changed as this informs us. Big money isn't only poking its head in anymore, it's actively participating, and sentiment is on the rise. Allow me to take you back in time so you can see the potential significance of this. Following the first introduction of the Bitcoin ETFs on January 11, 2024, BlackRock saw a remarkable 71-day run of daily inflows. For an ETF, its run was unprecedented, particularly for a young fund. Money continued to come into BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF day after day until it eventually halted on April 24th, marking the first day since launch when no fresh inflows were recorded. It has raised suspicions, yet we're back in the same pattern after 18 days. The last time we seen such consistent demand, Bitcoin experienced a spike. Institutional investors flocked to the field, and the whole cryptocurrency market came alive. The subsequent bull run was heavily influenced by that ETF streak. It brought about organization, credibility, and forward motion. Is this the beginning of a new wave, then? That is the major question. Everything is falling into place. The charts are heating up, sentiment is changing, and BlackRock is quietly building up another great run, so it's not out of the question that the whole market may be poised for another spectacular leg higher. Everyone was taken aback by this portion. Everyone's heart is racing. Not only Shiba Inu, all of the Shiba ecosystem is going into hyperdrive. Bone, Treat, and Leash are only a few tokens whose prices have increased by 10–20%. Everything associated with Shiba Inu is being swept along by a synchronized surge of momentum. Developers quickly realized they couldn't keep silent either. Instead of using Twitter for informal conversation, they went to X and posted a few of things that read more like declarations of purpose. You might tell it with one message. They are very pleased with their foundation. They're relying on the natural world. They said it was about more than simply Shiba Inu. Leash, bone, and treat are also important. It's their passion. That is who they are. Then, in a subsequent communication, they reiterated something that sparked much discussion. What they essentially meant was that strong initiatives would succeed, weak ones will fail, and we will keep developing until our turn comes. Then they spoke the one statement that is all too familiar to crypto investors. A day may alter everything. Who or what are they implying then? They seem to be gearing up for a more substantial event than just price action. Perhaps some big news? New decentralized applications on Shibarium? Is it a utility launch or an unexpected listing? Perhaps it goes beyond that? As if the ecosystem is on the cusp of an activation period, when Bone takes center stage, Reward finds its calling, and Leash rediscovers its place. They are clearly sending a message to the community: don't blink, because it is common for larger developments to be simmering under the surface when momentum like this begins to accumulate, not just in price but across several assets belonging to the same family. However, how do you feel about this? Leave a comment in the space provided. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up to see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.